guys, and welcome again to Esiwakago YouTube channel, where we inspire, we inform, and we do encourage people. And let me take this opportunity to thank you all who've been subscribing. Although I see a large number of people who watch my videos, they are not subscribers. But could you please subscribe to my YouTube channel? If you do watch my videos without subscribing, kindly subscribe so that you can hit that 5,000 mark. Yes, I know we can do this. Yeah, today I just want to talk about the risks that comes with the jobs that we do in America. Yeah, I know I have told you about so many other things, good things about the jobs, a lot of jobs that are found here, but again, there are the risks that come with the jobs that we as people, not just as immigrants, but with everyone who works in America. There are things that can happen at work that can make you to no longer work here in America at all. Or you will have yourself limited to some type of jobs that you can work. And this is not for people who just go for the work that doesn't require no certificate or license or going back to school, but it also includes people who go to school to study for that particular job. So let's get right in, and I'm gonna state the type of offenses, I'll call them offenses, that can make you or that can render you to be jobless in America, not because you cannot work, but because you violated certain rules that are supposed to be observed when you are working here in America. And most of the jobs that are found in America, they are jobs that are associated or involving people. So you are either working with people, or whatever you are doing, you are in an institution where other people are working for people, meaning you included, you're gonna be counted as one of those people who are looking after those people. And when I'm saying this, it means like in the nursing homes or at the, for example, nursing home, it has housekeepers, it has the CNAs, it has the nurses, it has the security personnel, and every other person that could be found. And all these people are working in different areas, but the key word is they are working where certain group of people are, and they are supposed to observe all the rules, regardless of your post, regardless of your position. You are supposed to observe these rules. And what are some of these rules that I'm talking about? For example, people who work directly with human beings, meaning at the nursing home where the elderly are, and people who are differently abled, and these people have special needs. So there are people who work directly with them, like the nurses, like the social workers, like the therapists, like the CNAs, and there are rules that come with it. And this is not for specific person, it's for everybody working there. And these rules are like this. For example, even though you are a nurse and something happens at your workplace, that is, for example, one of the clients that you are looking after, that is the patients that you've been assigned to, if they happen to fall, which is very possible to happen, if they happen to fall from their bed to the ground, maybe when they were trying to flip themselves, because these people sometimes they are not even in their right state of mind, so they might flip themselves without paying attention to the edge of the bed. Most of them will have bed that have rails by the sides, so that even if they flip, they're gonna be secured by the rail. So accidents do happen. If that case happens at your place of work, and they have to do the management of the company or the nursing home, they have to investigate. And if they investigate and find negligence. They call it negligence. That is, they believe, because sometimes you might forget to get back the rail after you attend to them, and this is something that can happen to anyone. Forgetting is something that can happen. It is forgetting to us or to many people. It's not because they are negligent, but it's something that can happen to just anyone. We are human, you know. So if that person, if they find out, if they look on the cameras and they find out that that person fell because the rail was not guarded, they gonna make you pay for that. How? They gonna have your license marked with negligence. Negligence is the word I was looking for. So when you are licensed is the permit that you have to work with people, because you go to class and you train to do that, and you are taught all these things about how to take care of them, how to put them a gate belt when they are walking so that they cannot fall. You are holding the gate belt to support them. So if something like this happens and you find yourself in this situation, this is something that you didn't do because you wanted to. It's not a crime, yeah, but it is some kind of crime, because once they put negligence on your record, it shows that you neglected that person, meaning you are not 100% person who can be trusted with people of the kind. And you know, here in America, like I am telling you, most of the jobs that you're gonna do, they involve people. So once it gets into your record, it limits you. Sometimes they will even ban you from working ever, from ever working with people of this kind, or working in nursing homes or group homes or elsewhere, or in hospitals where you have to deal with people directly. So another instance is when you're supposed to put a gate belt around a client or a patient, so that when they are walking, if at all, they're supposed to use it. Because if they're supposed to use it, it's written in their care plan. You're supposed to use it always. And here in America, there is something called abiding to the rules. If it is written and something happens and they find out that that person didn't have that gate belt, and they were trying to go to the bathroom and they just fell, it gonna hit you. It gonna hit you, because they gonna make you pay for it by putting negligence, because this is something you knew you were supposed to do and you just didn't do it. Sometimes we think like, you know what, I can just help him, support him with my hands and take him to the bathroom, and maybe it's something for like five minutes. But let me tell you, those 5 minutes you are trying to save, they're gonna cost you a life, because once they flag you with that negligence offense, because it's a violation, that is a medical, it is a nursing violation. So it's a rule, it's a nursing rule violation. So this is how they make you to pay for it. Once they flag you, once they flag your record and they put negligence, that you are a person who neglected a certain person, and every time you go to look for a job elsewhere, they're gonna be doing something we call background check. Background check is something that brings everything that you have ever done that crosses the line, that is something you have ever violated pertaining the job field that you're applying for. Because if you neglected a person and you are looking for to become a truck driver, it doesn't count. It doesn't count there. But if anything to do with the nursing department, you cannot work. So this is how you end up, or you can end up being at the risk of becoming jobless. Think of it. You went to school for a nursing degree, and then they come and flag your record with violation of negligence, which is very, very serious. Very, very serious here in America. So from that point on, what I want to tell you is that negligence record is going to make your whole 5 years in college or the university be useless unless you find a lawyer who is very much competent and can fight this for you, for it to get removed from your records. You will have a hard time looking for a job, even though you went to school for 5 years. Something as little, and I don't want to make it small because it's something serious, by the way, but something as little as that can make your 5 years plus your experience to be nothing. Yes, that is how serious small things in America look big. And sometimes we do things out of not paying too much attention to what we were supposed to. But the thing is, not in America. You have to be responsible. But like I said, something like forgetting to put back the rail, it's something someone can do. It can happen. That is something that can happen to just anyone. But let me tell you something. Since they cannot prove that you forgot, there is no way you can just prove that you forgot. Because I can decide to say I forgot, but in the real sense I didn't. So this is what makes them to be very tight on the rules. Just to make sure that tomorrow or someone else who gonna see this happen, they will learn, and next time they gonna observe the rules even more closely. So these are the things. And another thing that I would want to touch as I finish this is, if you happen to abuse, that is anything reported as an abuse. And remember, in America, it is not the supervisor who is supposed to come and just find you doing the wrong thing. No, even your co-worker, they are mandated reporters, meaning they are allowed to report any abuse if they sense or if they think they can report. Because the minute you get hired to work directly with people, it means like that you are a reporter. You are a mandated reporter. And when you are getting trained, you get trained on this, and they tell you, whenever you see something, say something. Because if you do not say something, and then someone else comes and discovers, it's gonna fall on you, because you found it, but you kept quiet. So it might look like snitchy, but sometimes it's good to say something when you see something, instead of it coming from elsewhere and it blows you, it gives you a blow. So, for example, you are working with a group of people, like 5 or 2 people, and you find one of them harassing a client or an individual you are working with, and you just decide, you know what, let me just put it under the bridge. This is water under the bridge. Let me tell you something. If that person who is being abused, either physically or verbally, if they decide to speak and say, and they do investigation, the company does investigation, trust me, in one way or the other, it can fall on you. And what will follow? They're gonna flag your record as an abuser. Yeah, because you saw it happen, but you decided not to say, or you are the one who was doing it. There are people who are evil enough to even beat up people they are working with. So, and I mean clients, in this case, the patients. So, you cannot do that here in America, because you're gonna pay heavily on it. So these are some of the things that might make you become jobless as soon as tomorrow. Because what they do, if they find out, they just they suspend you until further notice. Eventually, if they find you guilty, trust me, you're gonna get fired. And getting fired here is a big deal, because you get fired. Next time you go to apply for a job, they will ask you, have you ever been employed somewhere? You will say yes. Where? Company, address, cell phone, supervisor's name. So there is nothing much you can hide, and they can even look up to see, because before they hire you, they want to see your history, your working history. And because you want the job, most likely you're gonna refer to the previous job that you worked, and they're gonna find out that you were fired because you did this or that, because of abuse, because of neglect. And whether it's true or not, as long as it enters your record, you're gonna be flagged, and they're gonna see it. And when they see it, they're gonna deny you the job. And it doesn't matter if you went to school for 5 years to do that bachelor degree in nursing. It doesn't matter. It's still gonna show on your records, and that means no job. So unless you decide to go back and do something else, you won't be able to work in the field again, or you're gonna be limited to where you can work. So guys, let me see you next time, and bye bye. May you have yourself a very good time. Don't forget to keep on keeping on, because we have only one agenda, and that is to win. And with Christ, we can do all things, because all things are possible with Christ who strengthens us. Bye bye guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.